Zannatul here. Have you ever noticed when natives speak, they're so fast? Or are they? You see, natives don't really speak fast. What they tend to do is speak one sentence as one big word. Instead of saying, I like coffee, they say, I like coffee. I like coffee. Now, if you want to understand natives and want to speak more naturally, this video will help you. Okay, as we were speaking previously, what natives do is articulate less, which means they drop some sounds, they take away some, they add some new sounds to it, and make it sound as if they're fast. What they really do is when they speak, they make it sound like the sentence is just one big word. Like if I can give you an example, what do you think about the movie? Now, if you speak it the normal way, what do you think about the movie? It sounds quite unnatural, as if you're a first grader who just learned how to read. But a native would rather say, what do you think about the movie? What do you think about the movie? What becomes what? You becomes you. The becomes the. For example, what you think about the movie? Did you catch that? Here I said, what you think about the movie? Here what I did is instead of saying, what do you think about the movie? I said, what you think about the movie? You see, in English, when there is a T in the end of the word and the next word has D in front of it, it kind of emerges together and creates this new sound. And a lot of natives tend to do this. Instead of saying, what do you think? They say, what you think. There's this ch sound to it. This also applies to other words that end with T, the ch sound. For example, don't you think so? Don't you think so? Instead of, don't you think so? That's how normally people that start to learn English would say it. Natives, and if you want to sound more natural, you would say, don't you think so? There's this ch sound. Now, another trick is T sounds often like D. You see, in English, there are a lot of words that contain T, but when it comes to pronouncing them, you would notice that natives often pronounce the T as D. Here's what I mean. Instead of saying later, they say later. Later. Instead of saying bitter, which sounds very British, natives would say bitter. Bitter. University, they say university. University. Instead of saying butter, they say butter. Butter. Instead of saying letter, they say letter. Letter. 40, 40, 40. Water, water, water. Better, better, better. Metal, metal, metal. So you see, the T is often replaced with D here. And that's what a lot of natives do when they speak in English. They replace T with D. Sometimes the T is silent. Sometimes it's replaced with other sounds. Now, do know this is actually more of an American thing. So if you really want to speak like a native or more naturally, you have to specifically pick an accent. What kind of accent do you want to speak in? Do you want to speak in Canadian accent? Do you want to speak in American? Do you want to speak in British accent? As far as I remember, Canadian accents are supposed to be easiest to understand. So maybe you can go on Google or whatever browser you use and search up some Canadian YouTubers. So you can start watching their videos, which is a great tip because if you watch other people speak in a certain accent, you would start to adapt to it yourself. Also, if you want to perfect your accent even more, what you should do is look up people that speak with that accent that you're trying to learn and repeat after them. It's called the shadowing method as far as I remember. If you want to learn maybe a British accent, you can follow and maybe watch some interviews where the person giving the interview is speaking in British. Maybe Emma Watson or Malfoy, whoever you choose. If you're trying to learn American, do the same. However, Canadian accent is the easiest to learn. Also, another thing that a lot of natives do is use reduced forms of certain words or sentences. Instead of saying I do not, they say I don't. I don't. I want to. I wanna. I wanna. I am going to. I'm gonna. I'm gonna. I got to. I gotta. I gotta. Now let's practice a little with all the things we've learned. I'll give you a sentence and you will say it as a native would. I want to drink water. How would a native say it? I want to drink water. I want to drink water. I got to go home. It's really late. I gotta go home. It's really late. I gotta go home. It's really late. I think the movie was nice. What do you think? I think the movie was nice. What do you think? Or, I think the movie was nice. What you think? So that brings us to the end of the video. I hope this helped you and I hope you can speak in more of a natural way and accomplish your wish to speak in a certain accent. Thank you for watching. Bye!